Well guys, what's the crack? It's Hanoria Sims here. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget, if you like this video, to be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So today we have another speed build, and this is again part of my save file, and it is a Asian inspired restaurant in San Myshuno. So I worked really hard to try to fit this restaurant into San Myshuno. So you'll see as the video goes on, I use the debug menu to try to make it look more like a high-rise building than obviously it actually is. It's only 2 stories, but I use some items from debug to kind of help me out there, and I do a little bit of like a street market kind of at the side with the Asian inspired foods. I use a lot of things from City Living itself and also from Snowy Escape to really capture that aesthetic in this build. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I do think it blends in to the world quite well. So the idea is that it's like Asian inspired, or Asian fusion you might call it. So it's not a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese restaurant, a Thai restaurant, anything like that. It's mixed Asian fusion cuisine, which I think would be an appropriate name for it. And mainly, I don't feel fully comfortable just yet. I think I would need to research a little bit better, just if I were to make a fully traditional restaurant that was of a particular race or country or whatever. Now obviously I could do a Europeanized Japanese restaurant or Chinese restaurant like what I have at home, and I suppose that would be okay because it's what I know. But I would love to be able to create an authentic restaurant of a different culture. But yeah, I just think I need to really do my research for that one, but maybe in the future it'll come. But for now, this restaurant is just meant to really tie in with City Living into San Myshuno, and it's a very kind of high-end fancy place. There's a really nice bar. I used a little bit of the platform tool to kind of mesh it all together, and yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out. A lot of kind of get famous items, they tie in really well with City Living. I definitely think if you're looking for packs that go well together, City Living and Get Famous are 2 that go kind of hand in hand with each other. So quick tip there if you're looking for what packs to buy. I've actually been thinking about doing a pack ranking video, but the thing is, I would sort of rank the packs depending on what it is you're looking for. So obviously if you are a builder, you're going to rank the packs slightly different if you're more solely gameplay. And for me, I'm definitely both. I love building, and most of my channel is around building, but in my own spare time when I'm playing the game, I play. I do the gameplay and I'm really into it. So that's why I like building. I like to build for gameplay. So that's why I don't have a lot of very sort of extravagant fantasy builds on my channel, which I would really like to do a more fantasy style series maybe at some point. But at the minute, what I'm personally working on is my more, I guess you'd say, realistic, if you wanted, builds for my save file, and that's kind of what I'm putting out at the minute because it's what I'm focusing on and it's what I want for my game. And then when I have all that done, there's definitely a lot of fantasy things I would like to look into. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned in, turn on your notifications if that's something you think you'd be interested in, because it will be coming. I have a few series in mind up here for later on in the channel. So, and any kind of like fantasy builds or anything out of the ordinary that you'd like to see me try, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know, because I'm definitely up for the challenge. I suppose I'm kind of in my comfort zone at the minute, and actually restaurants are one of my favourite lots to build in the game, and that's a bit of a like kind of unpopular opinion-ish, because I know a lot of people don't really like dine out, and I can understand why, because it's definitely not perfect, but I have to say, I've obviously been very lucky. My game doesn't really lag much with dine out, and I don't really have too many of the problems that people are saying with dine out, like generally, yeah, they go to the restaurant and their food does come. Now sometimes it's a little bit slow and if there's a lot of people, but in general I find dine out really, really good. So yeah, I guess I'm just lucky because I do know there's a lot of people that have a lot of issues with dine out, but it's one of my favorite things is to make different restaurants, and I always set the menu, and if it's not one of the set menus on the game, I go in and I love to customize the menu, and I love to set the uniforms for the staff and the waiters, and it just like it is my gameplay. And then I love taking my Sims to all these different restaurants. Family gameplay is what I do, so that would explain a lot of that. But yeah, as I said, fantasy is definitely something I am interested in and I would like to get into, but I am just so heavily focused on my save file at the minute because I really just want this complete save file for myself, for if I want to start a new game, that I just have it all ready to go, everything in it. So that's what I want, and that's what I'm working towards. Now, this restaurant is player tested with a slight caveat. The stairs. The Sims can't get up the stairs, and I don't know why. So maybe if you notice something in this video, if you see it in the speed build, I know it's kind of hard to notice things like that when it's moving so fast. They won't go up the stairs. Like to get screenshots I had to teleport her up, and I'm not going to put this on the gallery until I figure it out, and obviously it's playable that the Sims can go up the stairs. I can't figure it out. Like obviously what you're seeing now, there is nothing in and around the stairs. I was wondering, was it that poster, like because it's very big and it's close to the stairs? No, I took it away and they still couldn't use the stairs. There's a few other little like decorative bits I have around the stairs and I've tried taking them away. I really don't know what it is. So as I said, I'm not going to put this on the gallery until I can fix the stairs, but maybe if somebody wants to download it themselves and try to work it out as to why the stairs don't work, then maybe I'll upload it. If that's something you'd be interested in doing, just let me know. But yeah, it was really frustrating because as I said, I went with my Sim to get the tour video and screenshots, and one of them I wanted her to go up the stairs, and there's a karaoke machine that I put upstairs and she's singing at the karaoke machine for the shot, and I was filming like other stuff while I had like lined up a load of things for her to do, and one of them was to go upstairs, and I finished filming all the stuff and I was like, why is she just standing there? I was like, what are you doing? And yeah, she was like doing the usual, you know, or whatever, like I don't know what they say. It's my Simlish. But yeah, I was just very frustrated. So I can't figure it out. There's no light above the stairs that's getting in the way. There doesn't seem to be any items like intersecting with it, and even I put move objects off and I got a new, I didn't delete the stairs, but I took stairs, and you know the way if you just put them over like a different set of stairs, it'll just replace them, and it replaced it no problem. It wasn't telling me that you couldn't put stairs. So yeah, I don't know. As I say, I'll look into it more and I'll upload it when it works, unless it was just a bug in my game. I don't know, but the save file that I was using to test it only has these save file builds on one family. Like all the families in the world are deleted, so there's literally one Sim family in it. So yeah, I don't know. If you have any suggestions about that, just let me know. Yeah, really annoying, but anyway. So as you saw there, I was using a lot of the new items we got with Snowy Escape, and of course they are perfect and they go hand in hand with City Living and the items that came with that pack. And I actually think the City Living items really balance it out from being a Japanese restaurant to it being an Asian inspired or Asian fusion restaurant, and I think it definitely helps balance it out. Whereas if you just use the Snowy Escape stuff, you're kind of tying it more into that Japanese style. So that's what I really liked about using the City Living stuff. And I think it definitely has a nice kind of formal but also relaxing vibe, but it kind of makes me think of maybe work outings, like after work. If you think about the salary person career, like one of the things is that they end up going to a karaoke bar after work, and it's like little pop-ups that come up when you're at work. So that's what kind of made me want to put the karaoke machine upstairs. I just thought it was a nice little addition to it. And obviously in San Myshuno, that's the world for City Living where we got karaoke machine and all that stuff. So yeah, it all fits in pretty well. And one problem I did kind of notice, which it is kind of annoying. Well, obviously, if you play the game much, you'll know that you will have to hire a vendor to come to these food stalls. That doesn't bother me. I put food stalls in a lot of lots because I just think it's a nice thing to add. That's fine, you hire a vendor, but you can't just sit on those benches because they count as restaurant seating. So I don't think you'd be able to get food from the food stall and then go and sit on the benches, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I still think it looks nice, because obviously if you click on those benches to sit, it'll just say request table. I mean, obviously you could request a table and then not order the food from the restaurant and just go up and get the food from the food stalls. So it's not a complete unplayable thing, it's just a bit, I guess it kind of takes you out of the immersion of the whole thing, which is important to me. For my personal gameplay, I do like to really immerse myself in it, and I don't like when things interrupt that. Like at the minute, what I'm finding really annoying, and it could be to do with mods, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. Like, I have that many different mods in my game that some of the pop-ups, I don't know whether it's from a mod or from like a base game update or one of the new packs, so that's my bad on that. But when I get like flirty texts and stuff from, well, they're not like from family members, I don't have any mods that allow that, Jesus, no, but like your Sims, maybe mother-in-law, or maybe they're not married but it's like your Sims boyfriend's mother will like ring you and be like, oh, I've been thinking about you so much, and these feelings have turned into something more, and you're just like, I'm all for drama in your gameplay, but you know, when you're just like, you have a certain style that you're playing and you know, you get a little bit controlling. Well, I know I do anyway. It's like, I have total control over these people and I want everything to work out how I plan, and if there's a bit of drama, it's very much caused by me. Whereas like other gameplay, I'm less invested, I guess you could say, and I let whatever happen. But this particular gameplay I was quite invested, and I just like, this really breaks the immersion for me. Like, why would this particular person be calling and asking this other person on a date? Like, it just makes no sense. So yeah, stuff like that annoys me. So obviously the tables and having to request a table at the bench is a minor thing. It shouldn't really break the immersion too much, but just letting you know that is a thing. Wow. It's like, what's the rant gonna be in today's video? Who knows? Oh, it's about breaking the immersion in your game. Wow. You guys sick of my rants yet? Anyway, here we are, finishing touches on the outside. So again, the eco lifestyle, like those dumpsters are absolutely perfect. I put them in pretty much all commercial builds I do, I'll put a dumpster. I just think it's realistic, and also it's really good for if you're using the save file to play maybe a rags to riches or something like that. It's good to have dumpsters kind of scattered out about the place. So yeah, it's me trying to be helpful to anyone who, when I eventually upload and finish the save file, if you want to play with it, there will be dumpsters everywhere. I'm trying to remember if I put a toddler potty in this build. I don't think I made this restaurant toddler friendly, and simply because I don't think it is a very toddler friendly restaurant. Like, it's got the bar. I know a lot of restaurants do have bars, and that's fine, but I don't know, it just seems a little bit more adult. But I can obviously add in that stuff later if needs be. But yeah, it's coming to the end of this video. I'm gonna have a little tour, as I said, afterwards. And yeah, please let me know what you think of this build down in the comments below. Of course, give this video a like, a big thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We're getting really close to 100 subscribers. And as I said in my last video, I'm gonna have a giveaway and a Q&A video coming up for that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.